Well, what is up, United JV? We are here once again to talk about today's Bible reading, which, hello, my name is Rich. This is my friend Jay. We're going to be doing today's talk, which is on Mark chapter 10, verses 32 through 45. And we were just talking about this, how today's question is kind of weird to do in a video like this, because the question is, hey, pray based on the verses that you read today. But I think there's a way we can definitely talk about this. Now, in today's reading, we see, at least for me, what I want to pray after looking at this is, I kind of want to pray against what two of the characters were doing. So James and John go up to Jesus, and they're like, hey, yo, Jesus, we're pretty much a big deal. Why don't you make us your, right-hand guys? Why don't you promote us, make us more famous, make us more powerful, make us more blah, blah, blah. And Jesus kind of puts them in their place. Like, can you handle this? I don't know if you know what you're asking. And for me, my prayer would be, God, help me not to get big-headed about myself. Help me to stay humble. Help me to take myself seriously. Sure, help my life to get better, but help me to be healthy. I want to be healthy more than I want to be famous. So that'd just be kind of my prayer. God, help me to stay humble. Help me to yes, have a better life, but also just to take myself, less seriously and have people around me who can check me when I'm starting to get maybe a bit too prideful or a bit too airheaded or big-headed about myself. But I don't know, what'd you get?
That's good. I like that. I kind of was looking at the more towards, I guess, the end of the passage where it talks about, they're like, yeah, we're able. And then Jesus talks about drinking from the bitter cup and that whole being a servant. But so for me, I was thinking as far as prayer goes, just first of all, thanking Jesus for giving us a place in heaven, because, it's saying here, obviously you can't tell if you're going to sit on his right or left, but we know that we have that place in heaven because Jesus is there and we have his righteousness. So then first thanking, and then secondly, as far as what I'd ask is just willingness, because Jesus was willing to drink the bitter cup and to sacrifice himself. And I think for me, being willing to do something like that, being willing to go through that kind of suffering is something that I definitely struggle with. Of course, I'm thinking, I want to do whatever you want me to do, God. I want your will, but it's hard when it is something that causes so much pain. So for me, I think just praying to be willing to do what might be hard so that I can be a servant to others.
No, yeah, that's really good. I know for me too, I'm in the same boat where it's really easy for me to be I'll do anything for God. My whole life for you, God. But then when something difficult happens and it's hey, somebody needs some money, maybe you should help them out. Or hey, this person's being really mean to you. Maybe you should forgive him. Or, hey, this thing's really difficult. Maybe you should take a step of faith. That's where it's I have to do this. That's kind of hard. So that's some good preemptive prayers. God, when that moment comes, help me to have the strength to do that. So that's really good. That's really good. Awesome. Good job. Well, that is all that we have for today's reading, Mark 10, 32 through 45. Hopefully you guys got something good out of your reading. Make sure you send us what you guys are getting, and we will see you guys on the next one. Well, hey, United JV, thanks again for watching this video. We hope you guys got something good out of it. And honestly, I hope you guys are getting even better stuff out of your weekly Bible reading. We would love to hear what you guys are getting out of your reading so we could share it with the rest of JV. If you got something really good out of today's reading, go ahead and send it to the email address or the phone number located on the screen right now. What we'll do is we'll take that, make it into an awesome slide, and we will read that out this next weekend during our teaching to shout out that you guys are doing this and getting some good stuff as well. Thanks again for reading. Send in your completed weekly slips to jv@myfaithfamily.com or bring them to church with you this weekend for our drawings, and we'll see you guys later.